Hello everyone, welcome to the next session on percentages. In this session, we'll talk about profit, loss and discount. I would say that profit, loss and discount is primarily percentages only. So if you are good at percentages, you will be automatically good at profit, loss and discount topic as well. Vice versa is also true. So I would definitely suggest that please do percentages thoroughly before starting with profit, loss and discount. So there are a few terms that are important in profit, loss and discount. So let's start with those terms first. The first term is cost price. I hope everyone knows what is the cost price, the price at which an article is bought. The price at which an article is bought. That is called the cost price. But keep this in mind, when I say an article is bought by whom? So let's say I go to a shop and I purchase the article. So let's say I purchase a pen for 20 rupees. So is the cost price of pen 20 rupees? Actually, it is the cost price for me. But for the shopkeeper, it is not the cost price. So it is not of the item, it is about the person. So for the shopkeeper, what is it? It is the selling price. The price at which an article is sold, that is called the selling price. So selling price for one person is actually cost price for the other, right? Now the selling price is the price which generally occurs after giving some discounts or something on the price which is written on the article. That price is called the marked price, and we also call it list price sometimes. It is the price which is written on the article. A price which is written on the article, that is called the marked price or list price. And on that marked price or list price, a discount is given, that you can call that discount as a rebate, which is given on that marked price or list price to get the selling price. And once you have the selling price with you, you have the cost price with you. The difference of the two is called the profit or loss, depending upon which one is greater. So you can say that profit is nothing but, loss is nothing but a negative profit. So selling price minus cost price, if it is a positive, that means it's a profit. And if it is negative, that means it's a loss. So this is what profit or loss is. So these are some of the basic terms that are used in profit, loss and discount. I hope you are well aware of these. So I'm just brushing up these for you. Okay, so let's talk about a few more concepts now. So the first one now is profit percentage, or you can say loss percentage. I repeat, if it is negative profit percentage, it is automatically loss percentage. So what is profit percentage or loss percentage? The formula says it is selling price minus cost price divided by cost price into 100. Or you can also write this as SP by CP minus 1 into 100. The profit percentage is SP by CP minus 1 into 100. In other words, you can also say that profit percentage is the percentage by which SP is more than CP. A percentage by which SP is more than CP, that is called profit percentage. For example, I purchased an article for 250 rupees and I sold this article for 350 rupees. So what is my profit percentage? I would say SP minus CP by CP into 100. Either I use that formula, or I straight away say that by what percentage 350 is more than 250. That is called my profit percentage. So 350 is 100 more than 250. So 100 divided by 250 into 100 is 40%. That is my profit percentage. And obviously here, if this number SP was less than 250, in that case this value would have been negative. If this value would have been negative, that would have been called as a loss percentage. The only thing is that you have to keep in your mind that the base would always remain the cost price, whether it is a profit percentage or a loss percentage. For profit as well as loss, the base would always remain the cost price. There is another term that is called margin percentage. Another term that is called margin percentage. So what is margin percentage? It is SP minus CP as a percentage of SP. SP minus CP as a percentage of SP. That means you can say the same profit has been calculated on a base of selling price. The only difference in profit percentage and margin percentage is the base. Previously the base was CP, now the base is SP. Otherwise the numerator is same for both of them. So for the same example here, if I talk about what is the margin percentage, you will calculate the same 100 rupees ka profit on a base of selling price, which is 350. So 100 divided by 350 into 100 will be your margin percentage in this case, which is 2 by 7, or you can say 28.57%. So that is the difference between profit percentage and margin percentage. In other words, margin percentage can also be written as the percentage by which, as a percentage by which cost price is less than the selling price. And keep this in mind, you can also use that same formula in these questions that we discussed in percentages, that if this number is 2 by 5, 40% is 2 by 5, then this number would be 2 by 7, 2 by 5 plus 2. If you remember that if a number is 2 by 5 more than the other number, then the other number would be 2 by 5 plus 2 less than the other number, right? We discussed this. So the same rule can be used in case of profit percentage and margin percentage. So these are the first two terms that we have discussed. Now the next term is markup percentage. Markup percentage. So what is markup percentage? The name itself tells you that what is markup percentage. It is the percentage by which something is marked up, right? So let's first write the formula of it. It is the marked price minus cost price divided by cost price into 100. Or you can also say it is MP divided by CP minus 1 into 100. This is called the markup percentage. So what is MP minus CP? It is the difference between marked price and cost price, and CP we all know. So basically we see that how much the cost price has been increased to become the marked price. In other words, you can say it is the percentage by which marked price is more than the cost price. The percentage by which marked price is more than the cost price. Taking an example, I can say if the cost price of an article is, let us say, 200 rupees, and I mark 320 rupees on it. So what is the markup percentage? To see that, I'll just see that 320 is what percentage more than 200. So I see that 320 is 120 more than 200, and percentage wise it is 60%. So here the markup percentage is given by 60%. I hope this is clear. So I'll move on to the fourth concept, which is discount percentage. Discount percentage. So let's talk about discount percentage now. What is discount percentage? We all know what is discount. Discount is the difference between marked price and selling price. I mean, what price is written on the article and what price at which it is sold. The difference of the two is called the discount. And this discount is always given on the marked price. Just try to recall it whenever you go to a shop. He always gives you the discount on the price which is written on the article. And that price is the marked price. So MP minus SP divided by MP into 100 is called the discount percentage. Or you can also write this as 1 minus SP by MP into 100. So basically you can say discount percentage is the percentage by which SP is less than the MP. SP is less than MP, that is called the discount percentage. So I'll again take an example. In the previous case, when we took the marked price as 320 rupees, let us say the shopkeeper finally sold this article which was marked as 320 rupees. Let's say he finally sold this article for something like, let's say, 256 rupees. So what is the discount in this case? The discount is 320 minus 256, which is 64. But on a base of 320, it will be 20%. So you can say the discount percentage in this case is 20%. So these are the four major terms that will be used in the questions of profit, loss and discount. So you have to be well aware of these terms. So I'll move forward now from these. And I'll take up a small example where you can understand all of them. Let us say I purchased a shirt for 1200 rupees. So obviously 1200 would be called my cost price. After purchasing, I wrote 3000 rupees on the shirt. So this 3000 is called my marked price, or you can also call it list price. Finally, after giving some discounts and all, I sold this to a customer for 2400 rupees. So what are those percentages that I can calculate here? So first of all, I know from here that my profit is given by 2400 minus 1200, that is 1200 rupees. I can say discount is 3000 minus 2400 is 600 rupees. Now let's calculate them percentage wise, that what is the profit percentage. So the profit percentage here is profit, which is 1200 as a percentage of cost price, which is also 1200. So the answer is 100%. The profit percentage is 100%. And as I've told you before, you can also see by what percentage SP is more than CP. The next percentage is margin percentage. Margin percentage says that the same profit of 1200 rupees is how much of the selling price, which is 2400. So it comes out to be 50%. So the margin percentage is 50%. Anyways, as we discussed, if this is 1 by 1, the margin must be 1 by 1 plus 1. That is 1 by 2, 50%. Or you can say CP is how much less than SP. That is called the margin percentage. The third percentage is markup percentage. So what is the markup percentage here? We have discussed markup is the increase in price. So 1200 has made 3000. So the increase is 1800 on a base of 1200. This gives you 150%. So this 150% is the markup percentage, right? So by what percentage MP is more than CP? That is called the markup percentage. And last is discount percentage. The discount percentage is that what is the rebate given on the marked price. We know that the rebate given is 600 on a marked price of 3000. So 600 is what percentage of this 3000? That is 20%. That is called your discount percentage. So basically I can say that a ratio of SP and CP is important to calculate profit percentage as well as margin percentage. A ratio of MP and CP is important to calculate the markup percentage. And a ratio of SP and MP is important to calculate a discount percentage. So mostly in the questions of profit, loss and discount, you will find generally they will give you two of these ratios and ask about third. I mean, sometimes they'll give you the profit and markup and ask about discount. Sometimes they'll give you markup and discount and they ask about profit. Sometimes they'll give you profit and discount and ask about markup. So basically what we need to do by using two of the ratios, let's say profit is given, from there I can calculate SP by CP. Markup is given, I can calculate MP by CP. If I have the ratio of SP by CP and MP by CP, so by eliminating CP from here, I can calculate SP by MP, and that SP by MP will tell me the discount percentage. So this is what normally is done in questions of profit, loss and discount. We have to use this. Okay, let us discuss a question on this now. Pause the video here, take some time to answer this question, and then look at the solution after that. Okay, pause it now. So let's start discussing the question now. So the question says a shopkeeper sells two tables, each procured at cost price P, to Amal and Asim at a profit of 20% and at a loss of 20% respectively. Amal sells his table to Bimal at profit of 30%, while Asim sells his table to Barun at a loss of 30%. If the amounts paid by Bimal and Barun are X and Y respectively, then x minus y by p. So if the amounts paid by Bimal and Barun are x and y respectively, then x minus y by p equals what? So let us discuss this now. So Amal purchased it at a profit of 20%. That means p into 1.2, because whenever there is a profit of 20%, you multiply by 1.2. And Asim purchased it at a loss of 20%. That means p into 0.8. So when I say profit and loss here, I am talking from the perspective of the shopkeeper. So these are the cost price for Amal and Asim, and obviously the selling price for the shopkeeper. Now Amal sells it to Bimal. So Amal sells it to Bimal at a profit of 30%. So that means he sells him at P into 1.2 into 1.3, and Asim sells his table to Barun at a loss of 30%. So P into 0.8 into 0.7, because a loss of 30% is there. If the amount paid by Bimal and Barun are x and y, so this amount is x, this amount is y, then x minus y by p equals what? So let's calculate x first of all. It is 1.2 into 1.3 into p, which is 1.56 p, right? And for y, it is 0.8 into 0.7 into p, that is 0.56 p. So x minus y divided by p is nothing but 1.56 p minus 0.56 p divided by p. That's basically p by p, and that p by p is equal to 1. So the answer is second option. Again, a fairly easy question was asked in CAT. The only thing you need to know is that what is the multiplying factor in case of a profit or a loss, and how is it multiplied with the numbers. So I hope you understood the concept here. Okay, everyone. So that's all about this session. Thank you very much.